TCS is a value-driven organization, and Tatas are based on trust. What you see here is respect for individual, honesty, integrity, and being excellent at whatever you do. Okay, and we come to colleges like yours, and then hire youngsters like you to ensure that you imbibe all these values when you come to work with us. I'm going to start with the HR presentation. I'm going to talk about the selection process and the eligibility criteria. We are going to start off with the initial screening process. Now, we're going to first look at your resume and see whether you fulfill the eligibility criteria. Only after that, we'll proceed towards the next round of level of interview, which is the online test. So there are two parts in the online test. One is verbal ability and the other one is analytical ability. This is for about 1.5 hours. You need to qualify in both the tests in order for you to move to the next round. The next round would be the interview round. First round would be the technical interview, followed by the MR round, management review round, and then the HR round. Now you qualify all the 3 rounds, then you will be given the offer letter on the same day. Okay? Now some points that you have to remember when it comes to filling up your application form. First you need to register, then fill up your TCS application form. While filling the application form, please bear in mind that you have to give correct information, accurate information. For example, let's say that you get an aggregate percentage of 59.9%, please don't round it off to 60%. So maintain that at 59.9% only. That accurate you have to be. So once you fill up, then you need to apply for the drive. Okay? 1 day before the drive date, you need to apply. And then the eligibility criteria, once again, you need to really check. Okay? If you fulfill the eligibility criteria, all the instructions would be given there. Please read that and then carefully fill up the application form. Next up, we will have to now, on the day of the drive, you need to carry your TCS application form, color printout of that and put your picture on it, photograph on it. It has to be legible and very clear. And then carry all your marks sheets, copy of your mark sheets starting from 10th class onwards. You need to carry it with you. And then also don't forget to carry your resume. 2 copies, 3 copies, it's okay. It doesn't hurt, please carry resumes with you. And you can also prepare for the exam. You all know TCS portal, right?
Yes.
What's that? Next step, yes. So there is the sample or model question papers, online aptitude tests that we have. Sample papers are there. You can attempt those and prepare yourself well in next step under Open Sesame. Okay? The eligibility criteria, now marks criteria, you need to have an aggregate percentage of 60% and above starting from 10th class onwards. Okay? And it shouldn't be any extended education. Let's say that you have to complete your intermediate in 2 years. If you take 3 years to complete, then definitely it's an extended education and you will not be eligible. Clear on that? Yes. And please calculate all the aggregate of all the semesters. And you need to pass in first attempt only. Starting from 10th onwards, first attempt you need to pass within the stipulated time prescribed by the university or the institute. And coming to backlogs, if you have one backlog, it's okay. When you come to interview with us, it's okay to have one backlog, but do specify in the application form that you have a backlog. And you need to complete all these backlogs when you join TCS. If you are given an offer letter when you come to join, there shouldn't be any backlogs and no extended education. Okay? It has to be full time, of course, the course. And then duration, again, I'm impressing on it. It has to be within this stipulated time. You need to complete it. No extended education will be entertained. Okay, age criteria, I'm hoping all of you are over 18 years and less than 28. So we'll skip that. And the experience, let's say that some of you have experience. 3 years is okay with us, but more than 3 years you'll be not qualified to sit for the exam. If you have any gaps in education, say after your intermediate you would have taken a break of 1 year and then gone for your higher education, then specify 1 or 2 years. 2 years gap is alright, but please give valid reasons. You need to specify as to why you have taken that 2-year break. But sometimes we might even ask for proofs as well. Please be ready with that. Alright, let's say that you have attempted TCS interview or the online test 6 months back, but you need to give a gap of 6 months from the last day that you had attempted the TCS exam or interview, and then if you attempt after 6 months, we are okay with it. But within 6 months, we do not entertain. So far clear? Yes? Alright, these are some of the instructions before you take the test. The online aptitude test, again I'm going to repeat, it has 2 sections, verbal ability and analytical ability. Verbal ability is for about 10 minutes, analytical ability is for about 80 minutes. There is negative marking for the analytical ability, and for verbal ability test there is no negative marking. And you may carry your scientific calculator, a pencil or a pen or an eraser, but nothing more than that. Okay, rough sheets will be given by the TCS coordinators when you go for the exam. And all you have to do is, after using the sheets, please hand them over to the TCS coordinator before you proceed out. Okay? By the way, another thing is, you're not supposed to talk to any of your neighbors when you're taking your exam. Ask for pencil or pen or borrow anything, you're not supposed to do that. You'll be disqualified and sent outside. Alright, okay. If you happen to leave the examination hall during that time, then you'll not be allowed to enter inside. That goes without saying. Okay, please take the practice test once again in TCS campus portal. So we are clear on this so far? Yes? Alright, verbal aptitude test, you will be asked to write an email. They'll be giving you specific words and you have to use all these words when you compose the email. Your grammar, your English, all that will be taken into consideration. And also, they clearly specify that you have to use more than 50 words. Minimum is 50 words. And sure, even the longer the better, it's okay. But within 10 minutes, that is the time that you're given. All these instructions will be given before you take the exam. You can also take the help of the TCS coordinators when you take the exam. Login ID would be your CT reference ID. Password would be your date of birth. These are a few, sample questions or screens. I'll skim through this. Alright. So everybody has a smartphone, right? No? Yeah, all of you have a smartphone. So you can actually alright, you can actually log into campus.tcs.com. You can see where the status of your application or any notifications. If you forgot your password, you can apply for that. So all the instructions would be given there. So you could do that from your smartphone. Alright, there could be certain agencies which might play mischief. If you are given an offer letter, in order for you to validate if it's a real one or not. So you have a link in the offer letter. Please click on that, and then it will take you to the campus portal and you'll be able to verify whether it's your offer letter or not. Otherwise also you could directly go to careers.tcs.com and then verify your details if the letter that you got is authentic enough or not. Alright, As per our program, Venu Madhav has already touched upon it. It's a platform. Once you get selected in TCS, you'll be given access to this module. And there are certain trainings that you have to complete. Something like, basics of programming. It could be one on the technology front, one could be on the database front. You need to complete all this. Once you complete, only then you will be given a date to join the ILP in TCS. So kindly remember, it is imperative that you complete all these programs. Only then you will be qualified to, and then given your ILP dates. Otherwise, you will not get the dates. Okay? Are we clear on that? You have to complete these programs in the system. I believe there are quizzes and then other tests that are there, which you need to qualify. Only then you will be given a date for ILP date. Otherwise, your joining in TCS will be delayed.